Hello, I'm Steve O'Halloran from Asset Labs, and this is a sales pitch. But at the same time, it's a demonstration on little-known usage rights and how you can find usage rights contained within your software data and save a lot of money. So the usage rights that I'd like to talk to you about are called multiple install rights and lesser version rights. So let me just put myself in the corner here. Now, what you're seeing here happened about 2 hours ago and took about 5 minutes to process. So it actually took us longer in order to edit the data so that we can ensure customer privacy than it actually did to actually execute the whole thing. So yeah, it happened today. We're looking at a customer of a little over 5,500 devices. And they used our tool called Echo. Let me just bring it up here. In order to extract the inventory, the SAM inventory from their tool of choice, I think they used SECM, and load it up into the account, into their Asset Labs Engage account. Now, within the Asset Labs Engage account, what we do when we process all of that software and hardware data for use for license reconciliation, and they are doing a true-up, is that we normalize the data and categorize it and then run extra usage analysis in order to identify potential cost savings. Now, keep in mind this is just desktop data. This has nothing to do with servers yet, in which we expect to find a lot more cost savings. So let's go quickly to the reports, take a look at Microsoft Auditable. And from here, let me just move myself over. We will take a look at, let's just take a look at Office Professional. And slide down to the devices. Now, all of the devices have a production state that is calculated based upon the usage rights of, in this particular case, we're putting a focus on, let me just move myself over here, Office Professional. So what I'm going to do is show you an exemption. And let's go to this device here, which we've sort of fuzzied out because we can't change that one. And keep in mind that we're still looking at Office Professional here. So Office Professional Edition 2010 Pro Plus version 14, yeah, it's volume license, it's exempted. Why? It says downgrade. What do we mean by that? Well, let me show you what else is found within this machine. There, look at that. Office Professional 2016 Pro Plus. Now, if you were just looking at your SCCM data or Landsweeper data or case data, and you just counted up all of the Office Professionals, and you then subsorted it based upon version, so I've got so many of 2016, so many of 2012, so many of 2010, this condition would have been overlooked, because what you're not seeing here is that a particular device can hold more than one version of Office Professional. And we've automatically exempted that as a downgrade right because it's a lesser install right. And so Microsoft Office has a series of conditions in which, when those conditions are met, you can exempt it. Now, everybody understands this from a SQL Server perspective, and we're going to be doing that next, in which you can exempt it if you have software assurance as to whether it is a hot swap or a backup or so on or so on. But these usage rights and these cost-saving usage rights also happen at the desktop. So, okay, fine. So we helped save the customer one copy of Microsoft Office. No, it was more than that. Within minutes, we were able to present this to the customer, that just with their desktop data alone and just with Microsoft, we calculated a soft cost savings of over $33,000, in which we were able to identify and break down the location of the downgrade savings and the duplicate savings. And there they are. Now, of course, once we get down to the data center, we'll be talking about MSDN non-production, cross-edition rights, and the cost savings will go even more. Instant ROI by far. So maybe we should have charged more. I don't know. But we don't. And we won't. So, coming back, usage rights are very, very powerful when you start to add them up. But what you need to do is to understand that you have to do it at the device level, right? You have to identify the proper additions and whether additions can basically knock themselves out. So as an example, Visio Premium and Visio Professional, they can knock themselves out at the different version levels. Same thing with Office Professional, right? You can do that. Now, it's very time consuming. We've automated it. Took us about 10 minutes to do on over 5,000 devices, and the cost savings were over $33,000. So if you're in the market for a true-up, an audit, or an end of contract, please consider us. Likewise, if you're a SAM professional who offers this to your customers and would rather spend more time in helping the customers understand what to do with the numbers that are found rather than calculating the numbers, give us a call as well. Hope to hear from you soon. From Asset Labs, I'm Steve O'Halloran.